So good morning, students. So in the last class, we have seen finding out the inverse Z transform by using the residue method. No, today we'll see uh, by using. So we'll say we'll take the same example and we'll find out. I will find out the Z transform for Laplace transform by using the partial fraction method. One second. Correct. One second. Okay. Okay. So we'll take the same problem. So what is our problem? So this is method 2. Method 2. X of z equal to 3 plus 2 z inverse. Students, am I audible? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Uh, Plus z inverse z power minus 2 divided by 1 minus 3 z inverse plus 2 z power minus 2. Okay. So if you are taking LCM and rearranging in terms of powers, so what you are getting 3z square plus 2z plus 1 divided by z square minus 3z plus 2. Okay. So, so next, so therefore, x of you multiply and divide with z on both sides. So that means x of z by z equal to what? 3z square plus 2z plus 1 divided by, so z square minus 3z plus 2. If you factorize, what you are getting, 3z square minus 2z minus z plus 2, z comma z minus 2 minus 1 comma z minus 2. That means z minus 1 into z minus 2. Okay, so z minus 1 into z minus 2. So this is z into z minus 1 into z minus 2. Okay, so so x of z by z equal to 3z square plus 2z plus 1 divided by z into z minus 1 z minus 2. This is equal to, how you can write, partial fractions. So that means, I think partial fractions you have idea. So a1 by z, a2 by z minus 1 plus a3 by z minus 2. Okay. So, so next, how you can write. So in order to find out a1, so what you can write, z into x of z by z, z into x of z by z at z equal to 0. Okay, so that means z into 3z square plus 2z plus 1 divided by z into z minus 1 z minus 2. So here z cancel. So what you are getting when you are up, substituting z equal to 0. So what you are getting? 0 plus 0 plus 1 divided by minus 1 into minus 2. Okay, 0 minus 1 into 0 minus 2. So 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is how much? 0.5. So 0.5 you are getting. And A3. A3 equal to what? Z minus 1 into x of z by z. X of z by z at z equal to 1. Okay. So this is equal to z minus 1 3z square plus 2z plus 1 divided by z minus 1 into z minus 2. Z minus 1, z minus 1 cancel. So at z equal to 1 if you substitute. So what you are getting? 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 1 minus 2. So this is equal to what? Minus 6. Okay. And A3. A3 equal to how much? Z minus 2 into x of z by z at z equal to 2. Okay. So this is equal to z minus 1 plus z minus 2 into 3z square plus 2z plus 1 divided by, so here z is there, so z into, so z into means you are replacing 1 into, no, so z into 1 into, so 1 into 1 minus 2, so that is minus 6 you are getting. Here also z into z minus 1 into z minus 2, so z minus 2, z minus 2 cancel at z equal to 2. Okay, so at z equal to 2, if you substitute, mm, 3 into 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2 into 2 minus 1. Okay, so if you calculate this, you are getting around 8.5. Okay, so you calculated all these constants, so that means a1, a2, a3. Okay, so, so this is a2, a2. Okay, so x of z by z equal to 0.5 divided by z minus 6 divided by z minus 1 plus 8.5 divided by z minus 2. Okay, so again, so this is x of z equal to what? 0.5 z divided by z minus 6 into z by z minus 1 plus 8.5 z by z minus 2. Okay, so taking inverse z transform on both sides. Okay, on taking inverse inverse z transform on both sides, so what we are getting? X of n equal to, so anyway this z cancel, 0.5 into del of n minus 6 into u of n, z by z minus 1 is the u of n plus 8.5 into 2 power n u of 2 power n into u of. Okay, so this you can write as 0.5 into del of n plus, so what you can write, minus 6 plus 8.5 into 2 power n into u of. Okay, so you need to find out the values of x of n for different values. That means for n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, and n equal to 3. So in the last class we have seen, you have calculated the same thing, no? So that means when n equal to 0, x of 0 equal to 0.5 minus 6 plus 8.5. Okay, into 2 power 0. So this is equal to how much? You are getting 3 after calculating. And n equal to 1, x of 1 equal to how much? X of 1 equal to. So this del of n is defined only at n equal to 0. No? So this is 1 at n equal to 0, 0 for n not equal to 0. Okay, that is defined only at this is defined only at n equal to 0. Okay, this is del of n equal to 0. So del of n equal to what? This amplitude is 1. So at n equal to 1, del of n equal to 0. So that means this becomes 0 minus 6 plus 8.5 into 2 power 1. So this is equal to so 15, 8.5 into 2 into 16. 17 you are getting plus 17 minus 6 means 11 you will get. Okay, so n equal to 2, x of 2 equal to 0 minus 6 plus 8.5 into 2 square. What you are getting after calculating, you are getting 28. And n equal to 3, x of 3 equal to 0 minus 6 plus 8.5 into 2 cube. So this is equal to 62 you are getting. Okay, so therefore what is x of n? X of n equal to 3, 11, 28, 62 up to so on. Okay, so this is n equal to 0. N equal to 0. Is it okay? So like this you have to find the inverse Laplace transform by using partial fraction method. Is it okay, students? Any doubts in this? Please respond.
Sir, inverse Z transform of Z by Z minus 1 ఎలా sir?
Inverse?
Z
In,
transform.
okay.
ఇక్కడ Z by Z minus 1 ని U of n తో ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తారు?
Already I told no. Z transform of U of n is Z by Z minus 1. Already I told during Z transform of finding out the Z transform of the basic signals del of n, U of n, 2 power n, U of n. Suppose the Z transform of mm, a power n, U of n equal to
Okay,
Z.
sir. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you need to remember this one. These if you remember this some transform of some signals, so easily by seeing that you need to find out the transform of the signals. Okay, so by using this you can find out the transform of z by z minus a is a power n u of n. So that is a 2 power n u of n. In place of a, what is there? A is there. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So like this, you need to find out the z transform by using the partial fraction method. Okay. So next we will go for the method three. Method three, that is the power series or expansion method. Okay. So this is method three. Method three. This is the power series expansion method. Expansion method. So power series expansion method is. So what is our problem? He given that x of z equal to, so this is we also called as long division method or power series or expansion method. Okay, so what is our problem? 3 plus 2 z inverse plus z power minus 2 divided by 1 minus 3 z inverse plus 2 z power minus 2. Okay, so this is our problem. So you need to find out the inverse z transform by using the long division or power series method. Okay, so mm, so so this is a divisor and this is a numerator and denominator. You have to divide denominator by numerator. So 1 minus 3 z inverse plus 2 z power minus 2. So what is denominator? What is numerator? So 3 plus 2 z inverse plus z power minus 2. Okay. So So first of all, with the 3 it will go, no? So with 3 times, so what you are getting? 3 minus 9 z inverse. 3 twos are how much? 6 z power minus 2. Okay. So again, here this is plus. You should subtract. Okay. Sign will change. Okay. So 3 3 get cancelled. So what you are getting? 11 z power minus 2 minus 5 z power minus 2. Okay. Minus 5 z power minus 2. So with which one we should multiply so that this first term should cancel each other. So with which one? With the plus 11 z power
minus
minus 1. 11 z power minus 1. Okay. So sorry, here this is minus 1, no? This is minus 1. Okay. So 11 z power minus 1 minus 11 3s are 33. 33 z power minus 2 plus plus 22 z power minus 3. Okay. So I multiplied. So what I am getting? Plus minus plus minus. So cancel. So what you are getting? Minus minus plus 33 minus 5. How much? 28, no? 28 z power minus 2 minus 2 z 22. This is 22. 22 z power minus 3. Okay. So so with which one I should multiply? Plus plus 28 plus 28 z power minus 2. Plus 28 z power minus 2 means what you are getting? 28 z power minus 2. 28 threes are how much? 28 threes are minus 84 you are getting. So minus 84 z power minus 3 plus 28 twos are 56, no? So 56 z power minus 4. So plus minus plus minus cancel. So what you are getting? 62, no? 62 z power minus 3 minus 56 z power minus 4. Okay. So with which one I should multiply? 62 z power minus 62 z power minus 3 z power minus 3 minus 62 threes are how much? 186 you are getting. 186 z power minus 4 plus 62 twos are 124 z power minus 5. Okay. Again you are multiplying. Plus minus plus minus cancel. So what you are getting? So what you are getting? This is so this is 130 z power minus 4 plus minus minus 124 z power minus 5. Okay. So with the again plus 130 z power 130 z power minus 4. Okay. So that means this is x of z. So x of z equal to how much you got? So how you can write? X of z equal to 3 plus 11 z power minus 1 plus 28 z power minus 2 plus 62 z power minus 3 plus 130 z power minus 4. Okay. So if we expand, what is x of z? X of z equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n into z power minus n. Okay. So this is equal to what? So on plus x of 0 plus x of 1 plus x of 2 x of 1 into z power minus 1 x of 2 into z power minus 2 so on we are getting. Okay. So let us consider this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Comparing equation 1 and equation 2, what you are getting, x of 0 equal to how much? 3. X of 1 equal to 11. X of 2 equal to 28. And x of 3 equal to 62. And x of 4 equal to 130 you are getting. Okay. So that means what is x of n? So x of n equal to 3, 11, 28, 62 and 130. Okay. Is it okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? You have any doubt? Shall we move forward?
Sir.
Okay. So I want to explain. So in the last class, I told you the inverse death transform for the residue method, partial fraction method, and so residue method I told no. So how, I will tell you how you can define this residue method. So residue method. So residue method is inverse Z transform. So the inverse Z transform can be obtained by this formula: x of n equal to 1 by 2 pi j, 1 by 2 pi j integration over the curved surface x of z over the circle z power n minus 1 dz. So by using residue method, we can find out the inverse Z transform of this by using this formula, where 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 C is the circle, C is the circle in the Z plane. C is the circle in the Z plane in the ROC, in the region of convergence. Okay. So the above equation can be evaluated by finding the sum of all residues. So you have to find the sum of all the residues of the poles that are inside the circle. Okay. So you have to find the sum of all the residues. Okay. Inside the circle of C. So therefore, the residue x of n you can find out is residue summation of residue of x of z into z power n minus 1 at all poles, at all the poles, at 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 the poles inside C. Okay, so that means how you can find out residue? Summation of I z minus zi. Zi is nothing but some pole x of z into z power n minus 1 at z equal to zi. Z equal to zi. Okay. So, so like this, you have to find out the uh, poles by using the residue method. Okay. So I will take one problem, and you have to find out the inverse Z transform of a given signal by using the residue method. Okay. So so this is the basic definition for the residue method. Okay. So he given x of z equal to z by z minus 1 whole cube, z by z minus 1 whole cube. So using counter integration method or residue method, you have to find the inverse Z transform. Okay. So the given x of z has a pole, has a pole of order how much? Of order 3. Okay. At z equal to 1. Okay. So that means that is k equal to what? 3. K equal to 3. So now what is x of n? X of n is nothing but sum of residues, sum of residues of x of z, x of z at its poles. At its poles. Okay. So this is equal to summation of residues residues of residues of z power n minus 1 divided by z minus 1 whole cube. Okay. So that means x of z into z power n minus 1 you have to multiply, no? At poles, at the poles, z equal to 1 of multiplicity 3. Okay, of multiplicity 3. Okay, so that means you have power of 3, no? So that means you can write x of n equal to what? X of n equal to 1 by n minus 1 factorial. So that means what is here, n equal to what? 3. Okay, so n equal to 3 means or 1 by k minus 1 factorial. So that means 3 minus 1, 2 factorial. So d power k minus 1. So d square by dz square, okay, into z minus 1 whole cube, z by z minus 1 whole cube into z power n minus 1, z power n minus 1 at z equal to what? At that pole. So z equal to 1. So here what happens? Z minus 1 whole cube, z minus 1 whole cube cancel. So what you are getting? So 1 by 2 factorial, 1 by 2 factorial. So d square by dz square into z power n you will get. Why? Because 1 by z cancel. Okay, at z equal to what? Z equal to 1. Okay, so 1 by 2 factorial is how much? 2. 1 by 2 d by dz of, if you apply one integration, what you are getting? X power n into x power n minus 1, no? So z power n minus 1, n into z power n minus 1 at z equal to 1, at z equal to 1. And 1 by 2, again if you apply one more derivative, so what you are getting? N into n minus 1, n into n minus 1, z power n minus 2 you are getting at z equal to what? 1, at z equal to 1. Okay, so if you apply n equal z equal to 1, so what you are getting? 1 by 2 into n minus 1 for n greater than 0 and 0 for n less than 0. Okay, so what is x of n? So x of n equal to, so at last whenever you are getting x of n, you have to multiply with u of n. So that means n into n minus 1 divided by 2 into u of n. So this is our function, given function. Okay, understood? By using the differentiation property of z transform also, you can find out the z transform of given signal. So that means n into u of n means first derivative you will get, and n into n minus 1 into u of n means you should apply the second derivative. So like that you have to find the inverse z transform. Okay, is it okay? Any doubts in this, students?
No, sir.
So one more problem. Determine the inverse z transform by using the residue method. Okay, so one more problem we will discuss. X of z equal to 3z inverse divided by 1 minus z inverse into 1 minus 4z inverse. Okay. Again he given the ROC. ROC equal to what? 1 less than mod less than 4. Okay. So that means if you see the ROC, so if you divide, so mod z is greater than 1. Okay, and mod z is less than 4. If you combine this interval, you'll get, okay, mod z greater than 1 and mod z less than 4. Okay, so x of z equal to, so what you are getting? So 3 by z divided by 1 minus 1 by z, 1 minus 4 by z. So 3 by z divided by z minus 1 by z z minus 4 by z. Okay, so after taking LCM and rearranging, so what you are getting, 3z divided by z minus 1 into z minus 4. Okay, 3z divided by z minus 1 into z minus 4. So here if you observe this one, so x of z have two poles. Okay, so x of z have two poles. X of z has two poles. Okay, so one is at z equal to 1 and another is at z equal to what, 4. Okay, so residue of x of z into z power n minus 1 at pole z equal to 1 is, okay, so z minus 1 into 3z into z power n minus 1 divided by z minus 1 into z minus 4 at z equal to what, 1. Okay, so z minus 1 cancel, so what you are getting, 3 z power n divided by z minus 4 at z equal to 1. So this is equal to how much? So if you substitute, anyway this is 1 by 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Minus 3 by minus 1 is how much? Minus 1. Okay. So now you have to find the residue of x of z into z power n minus 1 at pole z equal to 4. Okay. So residue of mm, residue of x of z into z power n minus 1 at pole z equal to 4 is, okay, so z minus 4 3z into z power n minus 1 divided by z minus 1 into z minus 4 at z equal to 4. Okay, this is equal to what, 3 z power n divided by z minus 1 at z equal to 4. So this is how much, 4 power n. Okay, so anyway, 3 z power n, so 4 minus 1 is how much, 3, 3 cancel, so 3 power 3, so at z equal to 4, so 4 power n you are getting. Okay, now the counter of integration C lies in the annual region of ROC. Okay, so the counter of integration C lies in the annual region of ROC. Okay, so that means x of n equal to what, x of n equal to, so here mod z less than 4, no, so mod z less than 4 means what, minus residue you are getting the minus value, minus residue of x of z into z power n minus 1 at pole at pole z equal to 4 for n less than 0, and here plus of mod z is greater than 1 is there, so mod z greater than 1 means plus of, so plus of residue of x of z at z power n minus 1 at pole. So depending on the ROC I'm writing, so for n greater than or equal to 0 you are getting. Okay, so if mod z is less than 1 means negative value, means negative values of, so you'll get the negative residue of x of z into z power n minus 1. When mod z is greater than some value, you are getting positive values of residue of that value. Okay, so therefore you can write, for n greater than 0, x of n equal to what, x of n equal to 4 power n. For n less than or equal to 0, sorry, for n less than 0, x of n equal to what, 4 power n. N greater than or equal to 0, x of n equal to what, x of n equal to minus 1. Okay, x of n equal to minus 1. So then you can write, so therefore x of n equal to what, minus 1 into u of n negative values. So these are the positive values only, but the value is minus. That's why minus 1 into u of n. Here negative value. That's why minus 4 power n into u of minus n minus 1. U of minus n minus 1. So that means u of n minus 4 power n u of minus n minus 1. Okay. So this is x of n. This is x of n. Okay, so this is the residue method. So residue method, you need to practice more problems on this residue method. Is it okay? Any doubts in this? Finding the inverse the transform. Students, please respond, Amma.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. So we'll see some more problems by using. So we have seen the two problems on residue method. So we'll see some more problems on power series method and partial fraction method. This is based on the power series method. So determine the inverse Z transform of inverse Z transform of x of z equal to 1 by z minus a. Okay, he given the ROC. So you need to consider ROC also. Based on the ROC, you need to find out the Z transform. Okay, so this is the 1 by so if you take z common, so what you are getting 1 minus a z inverse, no? 1 by z common 1 minus a z inverse. So this is equal to z inverse into 1 minus a z inverse whole power minus 1, whole power minus 1. Okay. So if you expand this, what you are getting z inverse 1 1 plus a z inverse plus a square z power minus 2 plus a cube z power 3 plus so on. Okay. So, so 1 minus r whole power minus 1, this expansion is there, no? So this will comes in your mathematics. Okay. So this is z power minus 1 plus if you multiply, so what you are getting a into z power minus 2, a square into z power minus 3 plus a cube into z power so this is minus 3 z power minus 4 plus so on. Okay. So uh, so if this is a summation, so if you find out this, so n equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity a power n minus 1 into u of n minus 1 into z power minus n. Okay. So that means if you place n equal to 1, a power 0, first term you will get. Okay. So anyway, so it is n is greater than or equal to 0, this becomes 1, and z power minus 1. N equal to 2, you will get the second term. N equal to 3, you get the third term. N equal to 4, you will get a fourth term, like that. Okay. So that means what is x of n in place of x of n? What is that? So x of n equal to what? So what is our z transform? X of z equal to summation n equal to 0, n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n into z power minus n. No? So that in place of x of n, you have this function x of n equal to what? A power n minus 1 u of n minus 1, u of n minus 1. So so this is so by using this one, you can find out the z transform. So that means inverse z transform, a power n minus 1 into u of n minus 1. Okay. So this is by using the power series method. So we'll see one problem on partial fraction method. So find the inverse z transform x of z equal to 1 by 6 whole power 1 by 6 into z power minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2 1 by 2 into z power minus 1, 1 minus 1 by 3 into z power minus 1. Okay, ROC, region of convergence, is mod z greater than 1 by 2. Mod z greater than 1 by 2. Okay, so for this you need to find the inverse z transform, uh, inverse z transform. Okay, so by using the partial fraction method. Okay, now what you should do, multiply numerator and denominator of x of z by z square. Okay, so multiply numerator and denominator with the z square. So what you are getting, x of z equal to 1 by 6 into z divided by z minus 1 by 2 into z minus 1 by 2. Okay, so like this you will get. Now the above expression we can express in partial fraction. Okay, so divide the whole LHS and RHS with the z. Okay, x of z by z equal to what, 1 by 6 z divided by z into z minus 1 by 2 z minus 1 by 3. Okay, so this you can write as c1 by c1 by 1 second here. So you are divided this one with 1 by z, no? So 1 z cancel. Okay, so how much you are getting, 1 by 6 divided by z minus 1 by 2 into z minus 1 by 3. Okay, anyway z cancel. Okay, so that means c1 by z minus 1 by 2 plus c2 by z minus 1 by 2. Okay, so you need to evaluate the constants c1 and c2. Okay, so what is c1? C1 equal to, how we are getting, z minus 1 by 2, z minus 1 by 2 into x of z by z, x of z by z at z equal to what, 1 by 2. Okay, so this is equal to z minus 1 by 2 into x of z by z is how much, 1 by 6 divided by z minus 1 by 2 into z minus 1 by 1 by 3. Okay, so this one cancel at z equal to what, 1 by 2, at z equal to 1 by 2. So if you substitute, c1 equal to how much you are getting, anyway 1 by 6, 1 divided by 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Okay, so if we calculate this one, so 3 minus 2 by 6, 6 get cancelled, so you are getting 1. Okay, you are getting 1. So c1 equal to what, 1. So c1 equal to, so you are getting c1 equal to 1. And next c2 c2 equal to what, z minus 1 by 3, z minus 1 by 3 into x of z by z at z equal to 1 by 3. Okay, this is equal to, it is equal to 1 by 6, 1 by 6 into z minus 1 by 3. Okay, one second here, z minus 1 by 3, x of z by z be equal to 1 by 6 divided by z minus 1 by 2 into z minus 1 by 3 at z equal to what, 1 by 3. So sorry, here, so z minus 1 by 2 into z minus 1 by 3, z minus 1 by 3, z minus 1 by 3 cancel. So c2 equal to how much, 1 by 6, 1 by 1 by 6 into 1 by 6 into 1 by 1 by 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. Okay, this is equal to how much you are getting, minus 1. So c1 equal to minus 1, c1 equal to minus 1. Okay, so x of z by z equal to how much? Any doubt you having?
Sir, C2 is equal to -1.
Sorry. Okay. So z minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by z minus 1 by 3. Okay. So x of z equal to how much? Z by z minus 1 by 2. Okay. And minus z by z minus 1 by 3. Okay. So ROC, what is ROC? Mod z is greater than, mod z is greater than 1 by 2. Mod z is greater than 1 by 2. So when mod z is greater than 1 by 2, both the sequence are causal. Okay. So taking the inverse z transform, so causal, so x of n equal to what you are getting? 1 by 2 whole power n u of n minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of n. Okay. So this is the inverse z transform. Okay. Is it okay? Any doubts in this? By using the partial fractions, you calculated the inverse z transform of given function. Is it okay? Any doubts in this? Students? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.